The holidays can be a difficult time, and they can be especially difficult for people who have a developmental disability. You might be experiencing this with your loved one. So I've got 3 ways that you can make the holidays just a little bit easier. I'm Eric Goll, family coach and family member. And really quick, if you want more videos like this one to help your loved one live an awesome, ordinary life, just hit the subscribe button below and you'll get all my new videos moving forward. Recently, I've had a lot of families share with me that the holidays are really hard for their loved one, or hard on their loved one with a developmental disability. And there's multiple reasons why, right? So it could be maybe your loved one feeling like they don't have any friends or family, or maybe they don't feel like they can experience the holidays the way they're depicted maybe in a cheery holiday movie, or maybe your loved one's just unsure of how to engage or connect with people, or maybe your loved one just wants to be alone. Maybe your loved one only is able to tolerate being around people, or maybe there's sensory things that come up for them, and there's a limited time where they feel comfortable being around other people. Regardless of the reason, these 3 points should help you to make this holiday time just a little bit easier. So let's dive into it here. The 3 ways to make the holiday time easier. The first way is to give. Okay, so this could be giving in terms of a gift, for example. And I'm not going to say, go to Amazon and, just buy something for everything that, your loved one knows, or support them to do that. But a gift that took effort to make, right? So, a baked goods are a great example of this, or whatever variant of some sort of food. Your loved one might need some support to do this. Think about when someone gives you a box of cookies that are homemade, right? You feel the effort and intention that went into that person making those cookies, right? And the challenge that many of us face when supporting our loved one with a disability is helping other people to see our loved one as capable. If we supported our loved one, or our loved one's able to create that homemade gift, I'm using a box of cookies here as an example, but it could be whatever, right? Something that maybe your loved one's interested in. It gives your loved one the opportunity to maybe be creative, to learn something new, to learn some new skills, to engage in the holidays, to feel good giving a gift that they made. But when you do a gift in this way, it supports your loved one to be seen as capable in the eyes of other people. It also creates a great opportunity to connect with other people, maybe to connect with neighbors that you might not get to connect with all the time, to have that interaction with your loved one as well, right? When you deliver that box of cookies. So strategy number 1 to make the holiday time a little bit easier is to give. Strategy number 2 to make the holidays a little bit easier is to contribute. Okay, so I want you to think about if there's some sort of a holiday gathering. How is your loved one in that environment, right? Are they interacting with people? Do they separate themselves? Are they sitting there and maybe not many people are talking to them, right? I want you to think about that. And often it can be challenging, right, for our loved one to maybe be in conversation with people or hold a conversation, or people maybe aren't sure how to interact with our loved one. A way to combat this is contribution. So if there's that gathering of people, friends or family or whatever it is, support your loved one to find a valued role. And what do I mean by that? I'll just give some examples. So it could be welcoming people as they come in, right? And maybe taking their coat, hanging up their coat. Other people are like, oh, wow, right? Like they're grateful for somebody to do that for them, right? And in the eyes of other people, again, your loved one's going to be seen as more valued. Your loved one's going to be more confident, and that contribution, right, leads to the opportunity for more relationship, more interaction, makes things a little bit easier, makes your loved one feel like they need to be there, like they belong there because they have that valued role. Other examples could be helping with a dinner or a meal or snacks, or serving the meal, setting the table, serving dessert, coffee, tea, any of those things, sous chef, whatever it is, right? Finding that opportunity to contribute helps us get the sense of belonging, helps us feel like we need to be there because there's a reason for us to be there. Again, and it also helps other people to see your loved one as more valued. Step number 3, or strategy number 3 to make the holidays a little bit easier is space. Okay, so if the holidays are overwhelming for your loved one, if that gathering is overwhelming for your loved one, support your loved one to engage for the amount of time that they're comfortable with. Okay, so if that's only 15 minutes, support your loved one to have that 15 minutes, or maybe it's 15 minutes every hour, right? And then have that conversation up front that that's okay, and have maybe a space that your loved one can go to that's quiet, or they can have the alone time, or whatever they need for themselves, maybe to do some self-soothing, to have that space that they can go to. And these three strategies all work together, right? Because I think just generally, if someone feels like they belong in a space, or they belong in a group, or they're contributing, they're probably going to want to spend more time there, right? And other people are going to want them there because they're seen as valued. You can give these 3 strategies a try: give, contribute, and space. If you found this video helpful, scroll down, subscribe. Would love to have you as a subscriber on this channel, and you'll get all the new resources that I put out. I usually put out a new resource every single week. Also, if you're looking for more strategies to help your loved one grow their independence, you're gonna love my 7 strategies for more independence PDF guide. So scroll down below the video and click on download and get your free copy. I'm Goll. Together, let's take a small step forward.